Let's see. Let me read these notes here. Denise, my account's up $2,000. Having a good day, huh, Denise? Marie says, great trade. Wow, pretty good. How many people attended this morning's action? Carrie says, great day. Greg said made 18%. Linda, who's by the way very new, is woohooing. Okay, that's good. Okay, Carol saying great day. All right, that option, and let me just tell you, folks, that option is it currently about 240. And how many people have heard me say you need to let me educate you? Has anybody heard me say I need to educate you instead of just giving you a simple setup like that? Well, tonight at 8, I'll be showing you an online version of how to get you educated. But I think that I'll do some more of these because I think it's really helpful to you to grow your account if I stay with you like that, especially on a Monday like that. So, but we got the tools, we got everything that helps us do it. But let me cover this. Former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, author of 3 books. I encourage you to get the books, read them. There's good stuff in there. And I've worked with students a long time, long time. And today I want to meet with you and take a little slice of the pie and cover it with you, just give you an idea. So let's get started. Risk involved in trading, past performance is not indicative of future results. All right, the big winner this morning was the QQQ setup I gave everybody. I showed you how patience will pay. I showed you a simple setup, but that's just barely pulling back the curtain. I had a plan. I said, how about y'all grow your account? And if you listened and took the trade, you had a great trade. It was really good. It was really good. Couple lessons from that is maybe you don't sell all of them at the targets because you remember we're just trying to get you on the right side. If you're really going to make money with what we teach you, you got to learn and educate yourself. That option when we checked before this presentation was at $2.4447. That goes a long way covering up a lot of mistakes you made, doesn't it? When you pay 88 cents for something that goes to 244, 247. In the meantime, here just came in off the wire. 88-cent trade out at half at $1.44, the other half at 238. Had an appointment to get to. Personal schedule does. Tom, you are truly the GOAT. I guess that means greatest of all time. Okay. In my opinion, it was good. There'll be other good ones. But Linda, what you should do, and this is where you're making a mistake. She said, I'm buying way more next time. Well, what you need to do, Linda, and this is part of the training I was talking to you about, you need to have level bets. I never know when a trade is going to be good or bad. I just know the process works. And I would tell everybody to have what I would say a plan of an exposure, either a $200 exposure, $500 exposure, $1,000 exposure, and keep it level every time. We have a video we put together, Linda. You ought to watch. It's free. It's on the YouTube channel, but Jonathan might research it and post it in here for everybody. It's called Level Money Management. Okay? Level Money Management. Okay? And that way, it sort of, if you have a bad trade, it doesn't kill you. If you have a good trade, you make money. So Why don't we maybe try to find that and have that posted in there? But in my opinion, if you do your due diligence, you'll find out the following. I might know what I'm talking about. I had to laugh at that one. Let's talk about the 24-hour market. And it's all about the DTI reference bars. We give this to you free, totally free. We have a master group of papers we try to give our students, give an orientation, okay? But the first reference bar for every day, okay? The first reference bar for every day starts in the evening. This is the 6 o'clock to 6:30 reference bar. This sets the tone for the next day. And it started futures trading that night. Example, tonight at 6, we'll open Tuesday's market. I'll be there. I'll track it. I'll keep up with the numbers, and I will respect that reference bar. We call that the Asian reference bar. Unless we have unexpected news, the first 2 hours is typically quiet. Tokyo opens at 8, Hong Kong opens at 9:30, two markets that make up Asia that we follow. And I've got trades in TNT I teach that you can do trading at night. How many people have watched, that's in TNT, have watched my simple video on how to trade E-mini futures? It works. It's right in TNT. And of course, you got to be a member of TNT to get it. Europe opens at 3 a.m. in the morning. We wait for the news to mark reference bar number 2. Generally speaking, the pivot numbers I give you every morning are from that reference bar 2. I use a pre-market trade. It begins at 7. We call that reference bar X from 7 to 7:30. That sets up the morning. That's when cash starts trading in America. I pointed out to people. 7 a.m. open is a good pivot for early trading in the pre-market. I use it every morning if I'm trading NVIDIA, Apple, or some stock. You know, the other side note I'll say about this morning, did y'all remember me telling you that Apple was going up? Did y'all remember me making a talk about Apple going up? If you go through my training, you'll know what to do when you hear those kind of statements. That put over $1,000 in most people's pocket, okay? Because they know I don't highlight, out of 4,380 tickers, I don't highlight just one stock that might make you money. I highlight the stocks that are setting up to make you money. We call these are high opportunity specials. Apple now is at 218. Had it on my top 10 tickers, and now it's at 218 going higher. Warning, beware of news that comes out at 8:30 in the morning. This can derail most trends. You need to know that. Reference bar 3 starts at 9:30. This is when the cash market opens, and most people think it's going to open. That's when most people look at the market. Light goes in before you look at the market. And that's what I teach you about. Typically, this is the largest reference bar and what to expect. Now, European markets close down at 11:30. We have reference bar Y we call the Genesis bar, okay? And 11:30 to 12, midday. That's usually why I tell people if they're going to put a trade on, don't want to sit in front of the machine, come back here. Usually you get the first evidence of a trend change or an acceleration at Genesis. European markets close. U.S. markets take full control where the market's going to go. That's why we refer to it as Genesis, the start of the U.S. trend. In the afternoon, we have the California market. I call it RB4. That will tell you whether to stay with trades made that morning or reverse. Market will accelerate or reverse usually after that time. These times are important if you're trying to make money. And everybody here, I assume, is trying to make money, correct? This is where you listen and learn. Remember that statement. Listen and learn. Typically, trade volume will quiet down during the lunch hours and pick up again at the start of RB4. And then we go into the last half hour of the day, which starts setting up Asia. I use the first 15 minutes of this reference bar for late trading. In other words, do I hold things a little longer or what? I do that at that time. So this is today. This is the 24-hour market. Now, these are just numbers to you right now. How many people want to learn? Now, tell me if you do, how to make trades during these key times that we've outlined in a 24-hour market. Well, tonight I'll be talking about that. It's called Old School Online. You'll hear it tonight at 8. I don't know how many people we're going to accept. It will be limited. So you need to show up tonight if you want to be part of that. Okay. As the market comes to a halt, we start the next day at 6 o'clock and the cycle repeats itself. Each day has a certain significance to the week. I will talk about that in the class. There it is, the summary of everything I just covered. You ought to take a picture of that, learn these times. These times will decide whether you're going to make money or not. Now, let me ask you a question. You know, this morning I made the statement. How many people would like to be able to spend the kind of money they want to spend to do what they want to do? I'm going to ask that question again. How many people would like to learn how to do that? Well, get on my plan, which starts tonight. And Carol, everybody says they do, but will they do the work? That's the question. Will you do the work? It took me a lot of years, a lot of schools of hard knocks to learn this, and I'm willing to teach it. But remember, I played baseball. I'll tell you about 3 times, and then I say, well, heck with you if you don't want to learn. I want to teach you. Now, this has been an introduction to the basics of the 24-hour market. There's more to it, but I wanted to give you a glimpse. Tonight, Old School Online. Tune in tonight to learn about what I got planned, when I'm going to do it, and how to turn trades like today into monster trades. Okay? Monster trades. And Linda, what your story is not so insignificant from mine. I lost a lot of money too before somebody in the market and the training I did taught me how to make money. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Do it the right way. You got to bite the bullet sometimes, but do it the right way. Just ask Carol, tell Linda or share with Linda or other people the power of the education you got from me. I want Carol to do that because Carol has worked 2 years with me now, and she is she's hitting her goals. Wade just says, I'm not Carol, but I say he's never seen anything that matches my ability to take average people trying to learn about the market and teach them the right way to do it. That sort of summarizes what Wade just said. Anyway, tonight I'm opening it up. Now, let me ask the question. I hadn't told you the price of this thing tonight, but how many people are going to join tonight will give me some idea because I want to set a limit on the number I'm going to teach this round. Okay? How many people are going to go through Old School Online with me to learn how to turn great trades into monster trades? Okay, there you go. Procrastination is not part of what we do. Well, be there and be ready. All right, Jonathan, thanks for this. Let's go look at the market and wrap up today. first market want to look at is Apple. I'd like to do an option on the go trade with Apple, Jonathan. This is for options on the go. This is a great course I've got. Let's do a 220. What's a 220, 22.5 for July 19th?
It's like you got 5 wide for July 19th.
Yeah, what's a 220, 225 for July 19th?
201 right now.
All right, let's do that one for options on the go for July 19th.
What's your target? If we get in
At
at
203, I'm gonna sell it at 249. Good to cancel. Rob Jeffers just posted. He listened to me after losing money with everybody else. Look at this, folks. Look at what he just said. Look at that. That's why I do it right there. Look what Carol said. Nice. I got to change it to everyone. I'm posting it for host. Host can see it. You know, Kelly or Jeffrey should be copying this stuff, telling you about this stuff. I'm having to do it. Look at that. Look what Carol said. Isn't that great? I love these kind of stories. All right, Jonathan, I'm gonna do this trade. You want to take a break here and 5-minute break, get it out to everybody?
Yeah, you said 249 target, right?
Yeah, 249. Now, what I do when I do a trade like this on options on the go, I'll put the trade on. Put the trade on, and then I'll set a good to cancel order at my target price. That way, I just let it click and way to do it, isn't it? How about that 25-cent program? That sucker really made people smile. Jonathan called me and was telling me about it, and I was a little cocky. I didn't mean to be cocky. I was confident because he told me this morning where it was. It's going to get there. Be patient. And sure enough, it hit our target and everything. $2.49, Todd. This is for options on the go. Look what Denise said. Spent a lot of money trying to get this kind of information. Thanks, Denise. That's Apple. This option on the ghost is going to be. Your trades are lower risk and you make money. Just add a 0 to the number of contracts. That's right, Carol. Carol made 50,000 set with me for 2 days, one-on-one. And I charged her money to do that, but still it was worth it. All right, tomorrow we got MTI at 11, connect the dots at 2:45. That's TNT. Hold on one second. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see everybody tonight at 8. Any questions before I go down the highway? See everybody tonight at 8. You better be there if you want to be part of old school because it'll go fast. That's probably the most popular course we've ever taught. Yeah, everyone will be invited tonight to hear about it, Skip. Absolutely. In fact, I might do a trade over in TNT in futures tonight if you want to pay attention. You're in that, aren't you, Skip? TNT. Dan, go to options on the go, you'll get it. Well, Jonathan, thanks for the great slides. And I'll see everybody tonight at 8. Remember how everybody raved about the class, John? John said he took old school in 2014. All right, thank you. Good.